Hey, what is going on, guys? It's DK back at you with another video here to break down the Sunday Night Showdown site between the Bears and the Rams. A couple things before I get in the video. We're closing in on 2.2 thousand subscribers now. Thank you guys all so much for all the support. I really do appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel, I'm doing a weekly giveaway where all you have to do is a like and a comment in the video. It's one entry in the giveaway. Max one comment though per video. It starts with my Monday Night Showdown video that I uploaded at the beginning of the week. We'll go throughout the week. We'll end on my Monday Night Showdown video that I'll probably upload tonight or later. Yeah, probably later tonight. But how it works is however many videos I've uploaded for the week, you enter the giveaway that many times. So say if I have 10 videos uploaded for the week, you enter the giveaway 10 times, and the winner receives $20 PayPal for myself. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, again, I'm doing weekly or daily NFL videos as well as NBA. If you're interested in NBA, I did upload my video for the 4-game NBA slate for Sunday, so that's already up on my channel. But yeah, with that out of the way, let's jump into the video. So first, let's look at the over-under and the spreads, and then we can take a look at the snap count. So this one's probably going to be an uglier game, right? Bears-Rams is sitting at 40 over-under with the Rams favored by 6. Definitely the game tomorrow is going to be a lot more entertaining, in my opinion, here with the Chiefs-Chargers. But let's take a look at some snap counts here. So for the Bears, David Montgomery is playing at like 60 to 70% of the snaps. He's currently listed as questionable. If he misses, Tariq Cohen may get a boost, but I think they could look to a guy like Ryan Nall, who they said would have a role if David Montgomery misses. So again, that will be something we'll have to monitor. As far as the wide receivers go, I mean, it's Allen Robinson basically playing the whole game. Taylor Gabriel picking up about 70 to 80% of the snaps, and Anthony Miller getting about 50%, with Cordarrelle Patterson filling in a bit there, like 20%. The tight end situation is interesting here. Trey Burton is out, as well as Shaheen, so we can look to guys like Holtz and Ben Braunecker are going to be like the main tight ends for the Bears. On the Rams side, it's Todd Gurley going to play like 75% or so of the snaps. Malcolm Brown and Henderson picking up a little bit there at 16 and 10% last game. As far as the wide receivers, it's pretty simple, right? Woods, Cooper Kupp, and Josh Reynolds basically going to play the whole game with no Brandon Cooks still. In the tight end situation, Gerald Everett and Higbee kind of split it, but in the last game, Everett played 70% while Higbee played 32%. Everett's been a lot more productive this year. So that's kind of it for the snap counts. So let's take a look at the prices here. At the top is Cooper Kupp at 10.6K, and I think he's going to go a bit lower owned just because he had the donut last game, right? This is, again, not a really good spot for either team. Both are, pretty solid defensively. It's a low over-under, but Cooper Kupp, we know he has huge upside, and we know, Goff loves targeting this guy. So wouldn't mind going right back to well here. I think the ownership goes or dropped a bit on him just because he had the donut, but we know the upside's there for Cooper Kupp. Jared Goff at 10K. Again, the quarterbacks always have the highest floor on these slates, so I think they're probably like the safest options. Again, not necessarily the best spot for either team, but Goff is a guy that probably can get you 15 to 20 fantasy points, maybe a little bit more. You can definitely pair him with a guy like Cooper Kupp, so he's viable at 10K. Allen Robinson 9.4K is the number one guy for the Bears. He's been great this season. Besides that one game there against Philly, he's been getting like double-digit fantasy points almost every single week. I think he's safe with a bit of upside. Again, him and Cooper Kupp are the number one guys for their respective teams. So, at a discounted price here at 9.4K, definitely like him a decent amount. You could also pair him with Mitch Trubisky if you wanted to. Trubisky is all the way down here at 8.2K. So he's been really bad this season. But the thing that I like about Trubisky is he will run the ball a bit here and there. Like we know he can get like a rushing touchdown. And at 8.2K, that is a pretty significant discount from a guy like Jared Goff at 10K. So, and also the Rams are favored by 6. So this is a game that the Bears should be playing from behind in theoretically. So Trubisky at 8.2K, I actually don't mind him, and the discounted price off of Jared Goff, the 2K savings is pretty big. So definitely don't mind Trubisky. You're kind of buying low. There's a shot he could get benched just because he's been really bad. So take that in consideration. There's like a slight risk, I think, maybe like a 10% chance. But again, this game the Bears theoretically should be playing from behind this one. So definitely don't mind pairing Trubisky with Allen Robinson. David Montgomery at 9K. Again, he's listed as questionable. If he's not good to go, we could look to a guy like Ryan Nall, who'd probably be one of the top value plays. Also Cohen. I don't necessarily know if Cohen's role will change. I don't think they're going to run Cohen 20 times. So that's why I think we would look to a guy like Ryan Nall, who, again, I'll talk about here in a bit. If David Montgomery plays at 9K, I think he's okay. I just probably wouldn't be for me. The ankle injury would worry me. He has flashed a bit of upside here, but yeah, I think I would probably look elsewhere even if he plays. Todd Gurley's interesting here at 8.8. He's probably going to play like 75% of the snaps. He didn't get involved much in the pass game last time to get 4 targets, didn't catch a ball, but we know Todd Gurley is a pretty solid pass catching back. So at 8.8K, I think if I was going to pick between these two main running backs, I think I would slightly lean towards Todd Gurley. I think I like the upside a bit more, but if David Montgomery's if he's good to go and he's playing, you can definitely go there if you really want to. Now Robert Woods is interesting here at 8.6K. I think he's a guy that goes a bit lower owned. I think a lot of people will try to still get Allen Robinson or Cooper Kupp in their lineups, but Woods is a guy that here and there will have that big game every once in a while, right? He put up 32 fantasy points in the game against Tampa Bay, so we know the upside's there, and you get him at a discount off of Cooper Kupp. So definitely don't mind Woods. I think he goes a little bit lower on in the slate. Now Gerald Everett at 8K, that seems like a lot to pay for Gerald Everett, but he's been really good. In 2 of the last 3 games, double-digit targets. He is listed as questionable. Also, Higbee's listed as questionable. If Gerald Everett misses and Higbee plays, we could look to Higbee. If Higbee misses and Everett plays, obviously I think he's okay, but you are kind of paying a premium for him here at 8K. Let's see, Cooks is out, so again, we can look to a guy like Josh Reynolds. We'll talk about him in a sec. Taylor Gabriel at 6.6. He's kind of like the number 2 guy right now for the Bears. He played on 86% of snaps last game, so he's viable. I just don't think he has enormous upside. I think I'd prefer, besides that one game against Washington, he did put up 30 fantasy points, but I think I'd prefer to pay a bit more for a guy like Allen Robinson, but that's just me personally. Now, the defenses are definitely in play here. It's a very low over-under, sitting at 40. So, Rams, Bears, definitely viable. I think I would slightly lean towards the Rams home defense at 6.2K versus the Bears on the road at 5.4K. But again, both are definitely in play in a low over-under. This one should be kind of an ugly game. Tariq Cohen at 5K, again, I don't think really his role will change if Dave Montgomery misses. I don't think he would, run the ball up the middle like 15 times, but maybe he gets a little extra run. And he's a guy that does have that PPR upside, so I do like that. And again, this is a game that theoretically the Bears should be playing from behind, and so I do kind of like him as a value play. Again, I don't think he'll get like 20 carries up the middle, but I think maybe he'll use him a bit more as like a wide receiver. So he's definitely viable there at 5K. Josh Reynolds at 4.8K seems like a pretty solid value play. He's going to be basically out there the whole time, right? The Rams always run through wide receiver sets. So at 4.8K, he's probably one of my favorite value plays. Him and Cohen, I do like the upside of these guys a good amount. And playing these guys can get you those stars in your lineup. So definitely Cohen and Josh Reynolds are 2 guys that seem pretty solid here at 5K and 4.8K respectively. The 2 kickers are always viable. For a GPP lineup, I think you could probably play one. I wouldn't play both. But again, kickers, they have like 10 to 15 fantasy point upside, so they're definitely viable. I think I would slightly lean towards Greg the Leg because he's like the better kicker. But if you want a lower owned guy, you could go Pinerio there. Malcolm Brown at 2.4K. What did he play in that last game? How many snaps did he play? Only 16%, and they're also using Henderson too a little bit. So I think that's just a dart throw. Like I'm not going to feel great about that at all. Can he score like a touchdown, like 10% of the carries or 10% of the snaps? Sure, but again, you're not going to feel great about it. Anthony Miller, he played on 58% of the snaps last game, so I think he's also a viable cheap play. He's a guy that, again, the Bears probably are going to be playing from behind this one, so I think he's actually pretty solid. So him, as well as Josh Reynolds and Tariq Cohen, I think would probably be my favorite value plays here. Higbee, I would consider if Gerald Everett misses. Even if Gerald Everett plays and Higbee plays, I think he's viable at 1.8K. Probably going to play 30 to 40% of the snaps. So he's a guy that I think you could take a shot on. So still no Shaheen. Again, no Trey Burton as well. So the Bears they're pretty thin at tight end. Henderson Jr., I think it's just a dart throw. I'm not going to feel great about that. A guy like Ben Braunecker actually scored a touchdown in the last game. He's more of a blocking tight end, but I mean, with Shaheen and Trey Burton out, they don't have a whole lot of options. So you look to him, J.P. Holtz. Honestly, don't know a whole lot about this guy, but we'll see who the Bears end up starting at tight end. Whoever they start, I think you can consider, at a cheap price. But again, you're not going to really feel great about it. So Ryan Nall here at 200 would be probably the top value play in the slate if Dave Montgomery misses. Again, I don't think they would run Tariq Cohen up the middle a lot. I think they would give a lot of those carries to a guy like Ryan Nall, who does have some upside. If you guys followed me in the preseason, he was a guy that played a decent amount. So at $200, again, flat minimum price, I think he would be probably the top value play in the slate if Montgomery does miss. And that's really it. So value again, Ryan Nall would be probably again one of the best value plays if Montgomery misses. Also, guys, I'm considering like Anthony Miller, Higbee if Everett misses. Also, Josh Reynolds and Tariq Cohen. I think those are the value guys I'm considering. As far as captain goes, I think probably for me the way that I'm looking, I think I'll go either Cooper Kupp or Allen Robinson. I think those two probably have the most upside. Again, I think Cooper Kupp, maybe the ownership drops in him a bit just because of that bad game, but we know he has huge upside, right? So those two guys would probably be my favorite captains for this slate. As far as the quarterbacks go, I'm not super high on either. I think personally I would take the discount there on Trubisky, like the 2K discount. If you're gonna play one at the captain spot though, like if you're gonna play Trubisky at the captain spot, make sure you get some correlation there. Like get Allen Robinson in there, get another receiver in there. Same thing with Goff. Like you're gonna play Goff, get one or two of those receivers in your lineup as well. Running backs in the captain spot, again, Montgomery, I wouldn't feel great about it playing with the ankle injury. Todd Gurley's okay, but I think I'd prefer, Allen Robinson and Cooper Kupp. I think I like the upside a bit more on those guys. If you're going to take a shot on one of the cheaper guys, wouldn't mind a guy like Josh Reynolds playing him in the captain spot. We know he's going to play big snaps, so he's going to play the whole game. So if you play like a guy like Josh Reynolds in the captain spot, then you got, 8.5K remaining. You could almost get whoever else you want in your lineup. So that's always an option, and that's something I'm definitely considering just because, again, we know Josh Reynolds is going to play basically the whole game. So I do like him a good amount as a cheap option. Also, Anthony Miller is viable as well. But that's kind of the way that I'm looking at this slate. Again, it should be a pretty ugly one, a 40 over under. But we do have a really good game tomorrow. Again, Chiefs, Chargers. So I'm excited to break that one down later for you guys tonight. But I think that's the end of it for today's video, guys. If you haven't enjoyed the content, would really appreciate it if you guys could like this video and subscribe. Again, if you want to get entered in the giveaway, all you have to do is like and comment the video if you want to shoot the giveaway. I will be back from the video to break down the Monday Night Showdown slate, which I'll have, again, probably up later tonight. So be on the lookout for that. That's also where I will announce the winner to the giveaway. But thanks again for coming and checking the video, guys, and I will see you later.